Hi guys, back with another video. I know it's been 2 months, maybe even longer, maybe a month, I don't even know, but as you can tell by the title, I am going to be going through my little planner stack, my planner lineup for 2020. There's no Erin Condren here. If you've been following me on Instagram, you know I've been posting in my Erin Condren. I don't want to use that. I want to go back into my A6 rings, which is right here. So if you want to see my planners for the year, it's going to be, well, mainly these 3, and then I have, like, this is going to be a little memory keeper. But anyway, if you want to see me flip through these, show you how I'm going to be using them, then just stay. So let's address the elephant in front of the camera, because they're going to be in front of the camera. I do have 2 very ugly fake nails still left from my trip. I can't get these suckers off. I usually kind of just rip them off and then they look horrible, but these 2 just want to hang out, so we're gonna let them until they want to come off. So yeah, and then this guy does also have a fake nail on it, but it's literally keeping my real nail attached to my body. So yeah, and I just hit it again this morning and it is throbbing right now. But anyways, so that's the elephant in the room. Sorry about the nastiness going on there. Let's jump into my little planner lineup. So I do have a personal planner here. This is the Michaels one. I have a B6 FOXY Fix, which is my work planner, which I have shared this one before. I have changed, I think, the inserts that I'm using in it from before, but it's still the exact same one, and I have it set up pretty much the same way. And then I have my A6 rings here. It's a FOXY Fix. And then I have a A6 Stalogy planner, which I'm going to be using for memory keeping instead. And yeah, so let's kind of just talk about each planner. I think I'm going to start off with my A6 rings, because I kind of want to just talk about where I've been and why I've been MIA from YouTube. I feel like my social media, even Instagram, has kind of like, and then my Facebook page I don't really go on anymore. I'm just too much social media has gotten to me. So let me see if I can zoom out without like you seeing everything. Hold on. I think we're a little bit better here. So this is my A6 rings. I got this little planner, I want to call it like a planner placemat, but usually people make these into like pouches and then you can protect your planner in there. But I asked a shop if they could just make me like a planner placemat. I do like to keep my A6 rings open on my desk like so, and my white one is just so dirty from me, like, you know, like dragging it around all over the place. And it's just my A6 white one, I think it's a snow or coconut, I don't know which one it is. It is just so dirty on the spine and just everywhere else. So I got this little planner placemat to keep this open on my desk just like so. So I'm really excited about that. I will leave this shop listed down below. It was a custom. I did ask her to make it like this instead of a planner pouch, because that's what she was advertising. But anyway, let's just do a flip through of my A6 rings. This is a FOXY Fix, and then it just has just B, I believe, no, that's regular gold on the front, and then I just have a little butterfly on the side. I believe I shared this one before. I kind of wanted to just go over where I've been. I've been MIA for so long is what it feels like, and honestly I haven't been posting on here because planners was not my main focus the beginning of this year. It was not at all. That's why I kind of just jumped into my Erin Condren, so I could just play with stickers and still lay down some of the plans that's going on and just have something, but it just wasn't my main focus. I kind of want to talk about where I've been. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go flip through page by page like I normally would if I was just sitting at my desk and I kind of wanted to just look at my planner. So we're going to do a flip through as I kind of explain where I've been, and then we'll go into and dive more deep into what I have going on in here. So yeah, let's just do a flip through. This is kind of what I do sometimes when I'm sitting at my desk and I have nothing to do. I'll just flip through all of the pages of my planner. So anyways, like I said, my main focus has not been my planner. It's actually been getting my home tidy organized, uncluttered, and all of those types of things. I work from home, of course. I have my xoMamaPlans sticker shop, and I love it. I am so blessed to have it. I am so thankful. I get to make my own schedule. I get to be there for my kids and all of that good stuff. So in that sense, I am so thankful, and I really hate to complain about anything about that sense because I am so thankful for it. But a lot of things have an opposite side, a negative side, a downside. I don't want to say negative, a downside, stuff that maybe isn't so great about something, and that is I work from home all the time. I live where I work and I work where I live, and so being home all the time, my house is just something that I have to look at every day, and I realized that the clutter and just the untidiness and the way that it was set up was just really getting to me, having to look at it every single day and just the messes here and there. So I focused on getting my home tidy. I focused on buying new furniture to organize things a little bit better and just making it so that when I walk through my home, it's not driving me crazy. Even the office, I kind of decluttered a little bit and just made things not as so, like, there's just so much stuff in my office, and I love planner supplies, but it was just getting overwhelming. So I kind of toned down the type of things that I had out. I made things more like symmetrical and more just easier on the eyes to look at. Same with my home. I did the closet. We got rid of a lot of stuff, and yeah, I just was trying to simplify everything. And I even kind of simplified my planner here. It's very kind of basic. There's not too much decorations, and that's what I did for the first half of 2020, was really just focus on my home and getting it to where I could actually walk through it and not feel frustrated or irritated with the mess and everything like that. So yeah, that's where I've been. I've just finished resetting up this planner. This tab is not going to be what it says. It says makeup. It's going to say to do, which I could probably change in this video. But anyway, yeah, this is just a little quick flip through of my planner and how it is currently set up. I'll dive in a little bit deeper and just explain where things are from, but I just kind of want to explain where I've been because planners was literally not on my mind the first half of the year. Not first half of the year, the first half of the first month of the year. Anyways, that's where I've been. So my home is like almost done. I have a few more things in the closet. We're getting new drawers. Financially, I did take a hit trying to reorganize my home, but I'm so happy with what it looks like now, and just a little bit of decorations here and there. And yeah, home has been my main focus. So yeah, that's where I've been. I'm hoping now that that's all done, I can kind of dive back into the whole planner realm and get back into planning and everything like that. So you've seen a quick flip through, or what I see on a daily basis in my planner. This has not changed. I've always had this. This is from Etsy. I couldn't find it anymore. Like this specific print. I'll try search again and see if I can find it, but it was just a digital on Etsy. This hasn't changed, left this in here. I do want to change this pink vellum. It looks like it matches on camera to like the planner, but it is like a brighter pink color, so it actually doesn't match because it's too bright. My tabs are now very simple. There's no glitter on them. These are the teacher transparencies that I've talked about in previous videos. I just trimmed them down to size. They're very thin. They don't bulk up my planner. And that's my dividers. I'm trying to simplify things for 2020, and I think it'll just put my mind at ease a whole lot more. These tabs, I should have got them. These tabs that I have on my planner are the Ivory Ultra tabs. I just got them on Amazon. I couldn't find like a smaller size, so I literally just trimmed these in half, squared off the edges, and then corner rounded them myself with my corner rounder. And these are what my tabs are. And then I printed on some clear paper. My cutters don't cut clear paper, so I had to hand trim them all, but I just printed out some tabs or some labels on some clear paper, trimmed them out by hand, and then I just used that. I used a very simple font, again trying to simplify things as much as possible. I just use a simple font, and I just have all of my tabs there. This hasn't changed. I kept this in here from I think my very first like A6 rings setup because it matched the theme. And then I have my monthly inserts, which are from AFFLIATE printables, just the very simple one. I couldn't find, she has like the simple print one instead of the cursive. I wanted those, but at the time I couldn't find them on her site. I think I was probably just missing it when I did print these. I wanted the simple font one, but I'm not going to go and purchase that and then just waste paper when I've already started in this. This is just a little glitter bookmark that I think I had in my first setup also that I just made. And keeping my monthlies very simple. Piece of washi tape that I think feels or matches the month. And then just writing in like pre-plans that's going on. I do have one little sticker here to mark that time of the month, and then those are the ones that I do keep in the front here, which I don't know if this shop is still open. I can't even, Cheeky Paper Creations. I got these so long ago, so I don't even know if that shop is still open, but if it is, I'll link them down below. They're just super cute, transparent little stickers. So yeah, keeping it super simple in my monthly, again picking one washi tape that complements what I feel the month matches, and just writing in the things that's happening. So this is like a pre-planner. I'm just using pen and that's it. Super simple. I didn't finish doing all of the washi tape for the month, as you saw when I was flipping through, but yeah, this is going to be like my year pre-planner. So that is that section. Again, another one of those like teacher transparencies, another label, and then this one just says pre-plan on it. My theme for this planner is like leopard print. I don't care if like it's cheesy. I think is it coming back sort of? I've always loved leopard print, like always, and so I really wanted to set up my planner with like leopard print. I bought the paper pack from Michael's, and that's what I used to set up this planner. This digital is from Her Name is Savvy. This is, I think, has traveled with me through all of my little setups, and I just have one scrapbook paper behind each divider. That's how I've set it up. Again, it's super simple. Using these same pre-planning inserts, so this is where I can get more in-depth for the week, and I can just pre-plan out my week, whereas this is just like quick stuff to jot down. Here I can go more into depth, and I usually just keep like 3 months worth of inserts in here. These inserts are from, it says List Lab on not Instagram, Etsy. It's JL Studio. I'll leave the link to these inserts down below, or just the shop down below. So that is this, my pre-planning section. I kept this organized chaos vellum that I just made myself in here. This is my this week tab. Again, just another piece of scrapbook paper to, I don't know, match everything. Right now I have these weekly inserts in here from, I always forget the name, Lights Planner Action. I do plan on using this insert for next week, and yeah, I've printed off like a lot of daily or weekly inserts, and then I do plan on switching it up so I don't have to look at the same type of style every single week and I won't get bored with it. So these are the ones I am using for next week. I don't know, I think I just put all of these in here to bulk up the planner, but I don't mind. I'm going to be switching inserts weekly probably, unless there's really not something going on. Maybe in my first plan with me I'll bring out all of the inserts that I have printed off just to show you what I have, or what I have in my stash. They're all ready to go. They're not punched yet. All ready to go to switch out when I want to. Left this transparency in here with a Mickey heartbeat vinyl sticker. My next section is vacation planning. Again, another scrapbook paper, and we are going to Vegas this year in March. It's been a long time. I didn't write anything just yet, but this is the vacation insert from AFFLIATE printables. And then I just kept this in here. I'm probably going to redecorate it and move some of this stuff, but I just left it in there for now. So this is not fully set up, but I am going to keep it pretty simple. The next one is my list section. I have a piece of vellum, and then I have a piece of scrapbook paper, and this is just lists. So I had my FOXY Fix wish list in here. I do want to add one more. I think it's another pink planner. And then I have, what was this from? Oh, like our little bucket list for summer last year. I didn't cross anything off, and then I just have some more just little lists to do. Then I have a notes section, another scrapbook paper, and then these notes papers or inserts are from Justenia Printables, and this will just be random notes. So right here I have like Disney World planning, what just a little bit, and then I have how I want to set up my planner and the sections that I wanted to do. This currently says makeup, but I'm changing it to do, and this is just going to be like a running to do list. So I do have some stuff that I have for makeup stuff, but that is going to be moving out. And then this section is going to be like a running to-do list. Like, so for the house, if there's things that I want to do for the house, nothing work related, just kind of personal related, I'll just have a running to-do list and I can cross it off as I do that. And then this one isn't labeled, but this one just has a password section. I think this is going to be like my miscellaneous. So if we decide to start meal planning, I'll put that back here and it'll just be like a miscellaneous tab. Right now it's my passwords. I always keep it clipped because really it doesn't need to be opened unless it needs to be opened. This vellum is still in here. I'm going to take it out because it does not match, but it's still in there for now. And then just the page lifter with a die cut from Sweet Paper Studio Designs, and then a picture of me in the hubs. And then after my grandma passed, I just snapped this picture, which I really like. All of her stuff is kind of gone. Her bed was gone, but the light was just, it was just super bright in here, and my office was her room, so I decided to keep this picture in here. So that is my A6 rings setup. I just like the simplicity of it, and yeah, that's what it is. And I think I'm gonna just try to simplify like everything in my life, really. But anyways, that is my A6 rings. This is going to be like my personal everyday planner, and that is that. I'm going to put this off to the side. I need a sip of water like right now. Okay, moving on to a very simple planner. It's a Stalogy. I was using a A6 Stalogy last year, at the beginning of last year, to do all of my planning, and now I have switched it. This cover is from, oh my goodness, Catspresso. I think it's from that shop. I will leave that shop linked down below, but it's just a cover for it. I might put a piece of white scrapbook paper in here or something more soft in color. I might put that back there to soften up the front instead of having it black, because I do sit this on my desk in like a little like file keeper thing. But as you can see, this is just going to be 2020 memories. I've given up on my Erin Condren monthly that I had made to just decorate and recap the month. I've given up on it. I don't want to do it. It's to the point where I'm dreading doing the rest of the year. So at that point, I'm just like, no, I'm not going to do it. So what I have here is just an A6 Stalogy, and literally I haven't started yet because I just kind of thought of this. I had this sitting around because I was going to like see if I could make this work for 2020 as a planner, but I don't want to. So what I'm literally going to do, write the date, jot a little, like if we did something super fun and exciting, jot a little thing down, maybe print a picture if I want to, separate the days with some like lines or washi tape, maybe decorate each page with a little bit of washi tape so I don't bulk it up, and just literally like a journal, like a diary, just write what we did for the day. And that's what I'm going to be using this for. I'm going to keep it on my desk so it's easy access. I think about it, and that's going to be my memory keeper for this year. And I mean, I don't think I'll fill this up because it's not like I'm going to be writing it every single day. Maybe I will, just to recap the day, but it's just a little bit more smaller, a little bit more compact. I could write. I don't need to use like a whole page for a whole day if I don't want to. And yeah, so this is going to be a little memory keeper. Okay, so all that's left is my personal so this planner, and then this planner, which is a work planner. Let's keep it with like the more personal stuff, and then we'll do the work planner after. So this is my finance planner. I had a finance section in my A6 rings last year, and it just kind of made me sad because it had all that bill stuff, and then it had all of my happy pretty stuff. So I decided to just separate it. So I'm gonna go pay bills. I just pull out this planner. This one also sits on my desk. I've been keeping it up with it super good this year. So yeah, this is my Michael's personal size planner. I bought it, I don't know why I bought this planner, but I did because I didn't like personal size, but for this purpose I do like it. So it does have card slots. These credit cards don't have any money on it, so I just keep it in here so I don't use it. I also have my checkbook tucked inside of there. I do write checks for 2 bills because my dad takes it to the bank for me to pay for it. And yeah, so I just use the dividers that came with the planner. So anything money related, I have in here. I'm gonna have to be super careful because I do have stuff written that of course I want to keep private because it is bills. This is my monthly bill tracker. This is from Jasenia Printables, and let me just flip through to an empty page. So here's March because I've already started writing for February, but this is what the insert looks like. So it has a calendar here, and then it has where you can pay or what bills need to be paid, the amount, the due date if you paid it, and then just a note section. It also has a total section, which I think I'm going to like. Let me see if I can, I've been tracking spending also, that's why. So maybe I can kind of show that. Here we go. So I'm trying to do like a no spend or a very minimal spend money. I guess that makes sense. So what I have here is I just use my friction highlighters, and the red means that I just paid bills that day, blue is spent, and green is no spend. I know it's very heavy blue. This month, like I mentioned earlier, I was trying to get my house more organized, so I did a lot of spending to spend on that. So hopefully next month doesn't look like this. There is more greens, which is no spend, which means, you know, green, we're keeping the money. So that is how I'm using that insert. I'm pulling the planner away so I can pull back here. So yeah, these have been working out great, and that's that. So that is from, again, Jasenia Printables. Again, I just used the dividers that came with the planner. Next is my cash envelopes. I always have done this. I don't know if I've ever shown it, but I've always done this. So I have a few cash envelopes. I just made some out of scrapbook paper and tucked it in here. The opening is on this side, so nothing falls out and you can't see like on the tops or the bottom. So there's a few things that I put money away for that kind of cost a little bit more, and I just want to, you know, tuck away some for each month so I don't have to worry about it when the time comes. So here's an insert from Ahua Plans. I don't know what this one's called. Maybe like a yearly tracker. Must be a yearly tracker. But I just have the things that, or the cash envelopes that I have in here. So my truck registration, my car registration, my tint for my car, Disneyland tickets is a new one that I'm doing this year, Christmas is a new one, and then vacation cash, which is what I always have. So I just check off if I put the money away for the month. On my notes section, I have when the specific things are due or when we would need the money by, because I tend to stop putting money away if it's like, if I have enough for when it's due, and then just start fresh because I have it broken down by 12 months. So I have the truck registration, $30, my car registration, $40, my tint is $25, Disneyland tickets, I put away $50 a month. I don't think that covers our Disneyland tickets, like the whole amount, but it is a good chunk. Christmas, I save $40, I just put what I want to, and then vacation cash is just whatever I can put away in here. So that is my little cash envelopes. Next is my expenses. So I have been tracking the things that I don't need. So I don't track like gas, groceries, you know, things that the kids need to pay for school. I don't track any of that because obviously that's stuff we need, you know, things for the cat, for the pets, anything like that. I only track what I literally didn't need to buy. You know, I didn't need to spend that extra $50 at Target. I didn't need that makeup palette. I didn't need, you know, the stuff that I really don't need. I'm not going to go into it because, again, January was pretty bad because, like I said, I was purchasing things for the house. And this is a expenses insert from Ahua Plans Printables. I am flipping to another month, and this is what it looks like. So I'm hoping that all of my purchases could fit in just, you know, this one here thing, and I don't have to overflow. January is already going to overflow. I already knew I messed up for January, but going forward, I'm really going to try my hardest to not purchase things that I don't need. Again, trying to simplify stuff. So that is this last insert. I'm pulling away, like I said, I don't want to have to like go back and edit. And then there's just some grid paper back here and some notes papers. I think this note paper came with the planner. I think this grid one did too. But I just have some notes pages, and then I just keep the pen that I'm going to be using in here. Super simple. And that is like my finance planner. I'm not going to really budget or anything. I'm just just keeping a track of things. Lastly, my work planner. I've used this for what, two years now, maybe 3. I don't even know, but I love it. I'm not going to change it. It works perfectly fine. It stays open on my desk, and it's kind of beat up because this does get dragged all around my desk, but I don't really care. So at the bottom, as you can see, I have these tabs here. These are, I think they're probably Ivory tabs. These are left over that I had from my sticker storage. That way, I do leave my planner open like this. I have another one of those. This is one of my favorite prints. I just leave my planner open like this, and then this makes it easier to find these tabs. Other than that, it's always open to my to-do list. So the first section that I have, I just have some random things. I've never changed anything in here except for the inserts in and out. So my first insert that I have, this one is from Simply Gilded, one of the from the boxes. It's black insert paper, and I thought it was just something different. I love writing with a white jelly roll, so I figured writing my purchases down in this insert. I write them all down as far as like business-wise goes, just so I can see what I spend for the month. I thought it would be fun just to jot it down in white jelly roll, so it's a little bit funner to look at. So that is that insert. I'm not going to flip through. I just write the month, the date, what I purchased, and then how much it cost. So that is that. That is, I just, like I said, look at that. That looks horrible. Can you see that? Ew. Okay, like I said, I haven't changed anything. This insert is from AFFLIATE Printables. It was a Simply Gilded collab. And then right here, I just have been planning out like washi releases. So this was, how far did I get? This was the Christmas release where I planned out Valentine's. I'm working on Easter and spring. Well, more like spring. It's just going to be some pastel colors. But that's that. And then I have a follow-up section. So if I need to follow up with somebody, something, I don't know, it's in that section and it has a tab. Next is my monthly, which did I do anything? So usually at the end of the month, I will put like my sales, order numbers, how much I paid for supplies and everything like that. And then this is from AFFLIATE Printables. Again, this is the one that I wanted for my A6 rings, but I couldn't find it for some reason. But anyways, here I just jot down the Sunday releases, the $2 Tuesday schedule, which has changed to every other week for the most part. I really like it this way. It just gives me a little bit of a break, so I'm not like jamming on every single Tuesday. Anyways, again, simplifying my life a little bit. Focusing more on the kids and just life than work has been just amazing. Anyways, not about that. Anyways, how many times did I just say anyways in like 5 seconds? So, release schedule, what I'm going to be releasing on that Sunday, and then $2 Tuesdays, and then usually I'll write down like limited edition kits, when it ships, what I have to do for each month. I do have February and I think up to February planned, and just a couple of things for March. I try to do it for like a month in advance, so when it comes to February, then I'll try to figure out March's releases. So yeah, that's just that. Moving on to the section that I have out open on my table, my desk, all day long, like literally all day. This insert is from Jasenia Printables. Yeah, Jasenia Printables. I used to use a different one from her, but this one makes it so much easier. I think the previous one I had, it was on 2 pages, so I was literally like flipping it back and forth to each, like for the week, and it was irritating. So I have this one. It is a undated week on 2 page, and so it just makes it super easy. Let's go to one that's like fully filled out. As you can see, I keep it super messy. It's not pretty at all. Sometimes I tell myself, why don't you just run a piece of washi tape, but then it takes up room if I need it. So I literally just write down what I want to do for the day. If I do it, it gets a little slash. If I didn't do it at all, it gets colored in. If I started it, didn't finish it, it gets a slash and a circle. So anything with a slash and a circle gets moved on to the next day. Same thing with anything that's colored, it gets moved on to the next day. And then I write down what the $2 Tuesday release is. I have a newbie section that happens on Sunday, so that's there. And that is how I use this, and it works so perfectly. I love that Saturday and Sunday are a bit smaller because I don't don't do as much stuff on the weekends. But as you can see, was this last week? This is this week? No, we're on the next week. So I try to keep up with this as much as possible. Sometimes I'll just wing it and these will end up empty, but I have been kind of consistently using it. Sometimes I won't write everything down that I've done for the day, but yeah, every morning I will just sit down and write down my to-do list. So today is actually currently the 23rd. I wanted to start the day just filming, so I haven't filled it out yet. So I'll go back to Wednesdays. I will cross off what I finished, color in what I didn't finish, and then I'll just move it on to here. I'll write things like when it's done and ready to go. I'll just do a done and a circle, as you can see. And yeah, I made myself these little stickers for my limited edition kits, just all of the tasks that I need to do for the limited edition kits, and then I always put that on the first. So generally I would put it like underneath the first, but because it's on a Saturday I don't have room, so I just put it in this corner, and that just reminds me that this is the week of limited edition and I need to get everything done. So that is that. I pre-plan whatever I can, so anything that was written on my monthly, I move it to the weekly, and so I can see everything. So I have my $2 Tuesday release for February 4th, the newbies that's releasing, none, like I said, I'm switching to every other week, and then newbies, so that every single week is pretty much set up the same, and then I just change the color of the friction highlighter or friction marker that I use for each week to kind of just change it up, and I have it all ready to go. So that is that. The next section I have is a list section. So this is from Jasenia Printables again, one of my go-to shops for inserts. I just love them, and they're usually just so simple and pretty. So here is like a list section or like a to create section. So the first thing that I have is my monthly dates. So each day on these dates I have to make sure I get these things done every month. So that's that. I have group sales, like a kind of like an overview checklist of everything that I need to do if I'm applying for one, and then what needs to be done after. Trying to plan out my 2020 limited edition kits, so that's that section. Collections that I want to make, like weekly collections, all of my ideas, and then if I do, or if I am going to do it, then I'll put the date here on this side. Functional sheets, Disney sheets, Mama's Minis, $2 Tuesday, foil Disney, which I can't get foil to work. I gave up on that. And yeah, that's that section there. The next one is, I don't really use this one that often, but if I have something like big going on, I will use this. Again, this is an Annie Plans Printables Grumpy Bear collab, and it's just, I think it's like a daily, but what I use it for is if something big is going on. So here I have my birthday sale, like the theme that I'm going for. This is like a to-do list, and that's what I use this section for. Birthday month, what I'm going to be doing for the month, and I just kind of jot down things that need to be done. And then I have spring, summer, autumn, and winter, and I think I'm just going to leave it at this, and this is just an idea of what type of kits I want to make. That is that. I just have some oopsie stickers in here, and then just that limited edition sheet that I made. So yeah, that is my work planner, finance planner, memory keeper, and my daily planner. But yeah, I talked a lot in this video. This is a lot of talking. What a way to start off coming back to YouTube, is just a talking video. But that's my planner setup. I hope you guys got some ideas, took something away from what I have going on here. But yeah, loving all of this right here. This is just working. This I have been using since the beginning of the year. Works like a charm to have all the money stuff, the stuff that kind of makes me sad sometimes, out of the planner that makes me so happy. Work one, I don't think I'm ever going to change this. This just works for me so perfectly. Missed my A6 rings. I've been in my Erin Condren for the beginning part of the year. So happy to start planning in it. Hopefully I can get a planner video up, like a plan with me, because next week I will be moving back into here and using that insert that you saw. So hopefully I can get that one filmed and just be back into full-blown planning, because my house is pretty much like, it's 96% done. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, hope you guys took some information from this video, got some ideas. I don't know, planner lineup 2020. Now, hopefully jumping into plan with me's. But anyways, thank you guys always so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in my next one. Bye guys.